Hi, Lisi here, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation on the Forest School model for EDU 101. So, the history of forest schools. So, forest schools were started in Scandinavia in the 1950s. There's a lot of history like back in the 20s dating back to like open air schooling in Sweden and other parts of the world, but like the actual forest school model and the first forest school didn't open until 1952, and they were very popular in all of Scandinavia, so Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, that whole area. They, over the next couple of decades, they became very popular in other parts of the world as well. What is a forest school? So a forest school is basically where kids are outside. Their classroom is the outdoors, whether that be a forest and any other type of outdoor space. There's actually one that's in Arcadia Wildlife Sanctuary in East Hampton. So that, if you've ever been there, it's like a forest wood space, and the kids are outside in all temperatures, whether it's cold or hot, raining, sunshine, snow, whatever it is, and it kind of toughens them up. So forest schools are based on the philosophy that young children learn through play, not through rigorous coursework and doing worksheets all day. And there isn't a whole lot of like structure and curriculum in forest schools. It's more for the children to kind of explore on their own and with their peers. They learn how to problem solve. They learn how to do a lot of, outdoor skills. And their play is often more advanced because they are in a more challenging environment rather than their peers who may be inside all day or at a regular playground. Kids at forest schools are in the great outdoors, wherever that may be. So Schools Out is a really good documentary to show a forest school. This takes place in, I believe there's a couple of forest schools in here, but it's Denmark and Sweden or Switzerland. And I watched this in one of my other classes, and it's a really good look, and it really shows you, if you watch the one, I'll mention it later, but Schools Out 5 years later, it gives you a good idea of how these forest schools work, and that just because kids aren't doing this rigorous curriculum, they're still benefiting, and maybe even be benefiting more than their peers. So that's what we're going to talk about next, is the advantages of forest schools. So forest schools are a very open and environment for students to explore. They are able to develop physically, cognitively, and socially. Physically, because they're in a more difficult environment. They may have to climb trees or walk through mud or snow, and that's going to help them develop physically. Socially, they have to work with their peers a lot more in this environment, although they are able to explore independently. A big part of it is being with their friends and being able to solve their own problems. Because teachers in forest schools are kind of more facilitators, and they don't act as much as directors or guides. They're just kind of there. They sit back and they will maybe lead a few lesson plans, but they're not there to impede on children's exploration of the environment. So that means that they have to work together to kind of solve problems, the kids do. They're also able to take a lot more risks than in a regular daycare, preschool, or kindergarten environment. A regular preschool or kindergarten is there's a lot less risks.